People is proud to present the 40 Days 40 FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, which is leading the way in advocating for technology that promotes financial inclusivity. Since 2020, we've profiled over 100 FinTechs, and our latest season is shining a spotlight on those breaking down digital barriers and transforming lives for the better. Join us in this financial inclusivity revolution, presented with generous support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow hashtag 40 Days 40 FinTechs, hashtag Level 1 Project to learn more and get involved in creating a brighter financial future for all.
The 40 Days for the FinTechs initiative continues to shine a spotlight on innovators that are using financial technology to serve the unserved and underserved people in Uganda and across Africa. On day 38 of the annual 4 Days for FinTechs initiative season 5, we are glad to host Winfred from Tawaza. Please, Winfred, introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Winfred Nandaula. I am the Executive Sponsor and Regional Programs Director at Tawaza Digital Varieties.
Thank you so much. For those who are watching you for the first time, what is Tawaza Digital Varieties or Tawaza Digital Services?
Tawaza Digital Varieties is a digital financial services provider. We are currently doing savings, credit and payments, and we are working with women and youth in the informal sector.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you do what you do?
We have a digital platform that was installed for us by our partners, Intersolve Kenya, and it came with a complete framework where we are able to onboard our users, and we are able to get subscribers to also visit it and learn more about how to work with digital products.
Yes, and maybe break it down for us in a more elaborate way. What digital products do you have? What customers do you serve? How do you serve those customers?
The digital products that we are currently having, we have a product called DivaGrow, and that is digital financial services on its own. We are doing savings where a customer can come, where we get first you subscribe, and you choose from 3 accounts that we have, where you're able to make a minimum deposit for you to be able to learn how the platform works. Once you deposit about 500 shillings or 1,000 shillings, then you can navigate the different segments of the platform. You can either buy shares or you can just use it to deposit and withdraw. And we also have a product which is a digital ledger, which helps us to monitor the people who would like to get their business records in, so that they can be able to get some sort of financial reports that they can use to access finance. Because most times one of the challenges why most of the women and youth businesses are not able to access finances, they don't have any sort of report. So we have put a feature in the platform that can produce a report for them under our DivaCredit ledger.
So who is your target audience?
Our target audience is basically anyone with any sort of income and is looking to formalize their businesses. We wanted to work with the informal sector because they are usually underserved. People do not want to go and deal with someone either because they are illiterate, or the process of them getting into the formal sector or to access the proper services requires a mindset change, which is a process. And most times people are looking at the return on their investments in business. And when we are dealing with such people, you need to put all dynamics and also be ready for some surprises. The things that you go in knowing that you can deal with are not exactly easy to deal with. And those are the kind of people that I want to financially include. And there are people with money also in the informal sector. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know where to take it, and they do not want to go to the banks because of the structured way banks work. And fintechs have been able to offer flexibility. Like Tawaza is able to allow, like, for example, through partnerships, we are looking at onboarding some of the people who are working abroad to be able to do investments back here through our partnerships with one of the people who is having land and all these things. It's a process, but you get to understand the sector. They are interested in investment, but they are not interested in saving.
Yes, thank you so much. You have talked about savings, you have talked about investments, you have talked about business ledgers, and also credit. Get me started. How do I get started on the platform?
When you get on the platform, currently the app is being changed, the framework, so we can't get it on Google Play Store, but it is usually available on the Google Play Store for those who are having smartphones. But for those who are not, you dial *271 *331 hash, and then you can select in the list of the people that are coming in, you can select Tawaza, which is number 31.
And what happens after?
After that, you can get in, and then if you register yourself, you onboard yourself, and then you can either start your transactions by making a deposit or withdraw, or you can navigate the system. Yeah, but when it comes to credit, you need to have at least kept the account with a minimum balance, so that we know that you're able to come in and get out on your own. Because when I'm lending you the money, I expect you to be able to do it on your own when you're paying it back.
Yeah, for how long have you been doing this, and during that period, how do your numbers look like?
We started in 2022 for the digital financial services. Initially, we were just onboarding everyone that we could get on, and we ended up having about 1,000 something subscribers, 1,300 subscribers, and they were all not users. But when the subscribers got on, they belonged to our partners and all this. But according to the way the platform works, because I got it when it's complete, you pay a particular fee to be able to cover the cost of the platform. And I ended up having a huge cost for onboarding subscribers. And currently, we have come up with a way of dealing with that. We do not bring the subscribers on board from where they are. We tap into them through their channels, that the digital channel that we create for them, but they stay where they are. Then I keep the people who are using on my side, which brings my users to about 200, but not all of them are active 100%. Some come in, disappear, then maybe they'll turn around and come back again. Because of the nature of FinTech, people are not, you don't know why they came to your platform. But a few are loyal. They stay in and pick up a 50,000, they pick up 100,000 now and then. But yeah, my subscribers are more, but I'm not boarding them onto my platform because of the cost implication. But my users are about 200, and the transactions on a monthly, I could have about 10 to 15 transactions. Yeah.
Yeah, for the time you have been doing this, what have been the key challenges you have encountered?
The key challenges are majorly capital. There is no money. When you want to, I've been part of a couple of accelerator programs which are willing to finance businesses. I've also jumped on some of the famous ones that are calling women businesses. And when you get in, you go in for the digital economy, and when you say you're a digital financial service provider, they're not willing to release the money in your direction because they do not understand how long it will take for you to have a return, whether they are helping your business grow or not. So you find that the nature of, the nature of the business that we need to do is either find equity partners coming on board, but not looking for, and those are very few. Not everyone is willing to invest in a fintech. Yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges. And then the players in the space that we are having, you find that it is very volatile. The space we are working in is very volatile. That we have the money lenders in there, and the way we are being regulated, you find that honestly doing a financial inclusion project and you're really trying to work to get this work going, and there's no way you're going to compete with someone who has already been established as a money lender. So you find that most of the clients are running off to someone with ready capital, and I am not yet at that space of pulling in people who are taking millions. Beyond 500,000, I cannot take you on. So those are some of the bigger challenges that we are facing.
Yes, as a startup that is doing everything possible to transform business using fintech, where do you see the opportunities?
The opportunities are basically with the new niches that are coming up. People are traveling abroad and they're going to work, because that is one of the biggest segments that is going on right now. And when you tap into them, there's money that they will be able to send back here, and you can be able to manage a few of them on your platform. But as you're growing this niche, you find that the opportunities keep stretching further for you to be able to either get integrated further with different kind of partners. For example, right now, if we get the visa payment going on, we are able to at least maintain some users onto the platform just doing visa transactions. Either you're abroad or you're here, you can do your visa transactions to pay back the loans or to send money back and just deposit on your account, or deposit on an account for someone that I'm holding for you. Yeah, those are the opportunities that are in there.
All right. Thank you so much. As a startup in the fintech industry, in your opinion, what is the state of the fintech industry? What is going right and what needs to be improved?
What is going right with the fintech industry is that the innovators are not giving up. They keep doing everything they can do. They are they are not they are not stopping. They're unstoppable. They are in to disrupt and create the change that they want to see. They do not care whether you're behind or you're not behind them. They still will stay. What is not going right is the regulatory side of it. It's expensive, very, very expensive. Just to get my license with Umrah, I had to start from there, but I need to still go to BOU because of the nature of transactions I dream of having. Yeah. And also the nature that I cannot attract the kind of money that I want as a startup. The people who are willing to finance want to give big monies, $1 million, $2 million, but you cannot bring that sort of money in as a startup because you are not going to qualify according to the regulations that are holding us down here in the economy.
Okay.
Yes.
What should be the solution to that?
The solution to that is if we could open up the spaces more and work with digital money, that would be more efficient. But we are not opening up the digital space for it to work on its own because we still want to control it the way we have been controlling the physical cash. And the structures cannot be broken down unless the bills are passed. And it is a process. Maybe it will take 10 years, maybe another 20 years. I'm not so sure for Uganda. But in other spaces, I think the digital economy is opened with the cryptocurrencies being allowed and all the bitcoins and stuff. People are able to transact. I would like to see myself able to have a platform with $1 million and be able to push it out wherever I want to push it out because it's digital money.
Yeah, thank you, Winfred. As a returning participant in 4 Days for FinTech's initiative, what do you think has been the contribution of the initiative to one, improving your cause as Tawaza, but importantly, to making the ecosystem more friendly and welcoming to startups like yours?
As a startup, I must admit I was a lone wolf, as in I didn't belong anywhere. But with the 40 Days 40 FinTechs initiative, that was my first step into being part of a family and being part of somewhere where I can get visibility that is authentic. Because most times we try to create our own visibility and you jump onto newspapers, you jump onto social media and try to do these things on your own. But 40 Days, 40 FinTech started me off well. It gave me the visibility that I required, that every time I'm innovating, I'm very sure that if I put in an application and it is accepted, I'll be able to talk about how far I'm going with these innovations. Because I'm not exactly where I started, because I also did join the accelerator afterwards for the women in FinTech. But at the same time, I learned so much and I keep being pushed because of that where I started. And I look forward to 40 Days, 40 FinTechs every year because I'm not stopping. I am improving the product and I am not attaching myself, but learning the industry also. And that's a good thing that we have this platform where we can share.
Thank you so much for the positivity. In 2 minutes, please look in your camera and build a case as to why women and youth should opt to use Tawaza Digital Varieties, but importantly, why potential investors should inject money in your hustle. In 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. Tawaza Digital Varieties is committed in serving the women and youth. This generation requires that the two move together. When it comes to digital spaces, the women are not so flexible at coming into digital spaces. But if you put the youth in there who are more tech savvy, the women are then encouraged. Maybe it will be your son, your nephew, maybe your grandson. Someone will come in, your granddaughter, someone will come in and help you with these tech issues. And why Tawaza is positioning itself that way is because the products that we are planning to have are very beneficial to people who are just starting. The digital literacy through our digital ledger is good for people who are just starting up businesses. And also the women who are in business and are scared to join the digital economy will be also encouraged by the products that we are putting out there. They are affordable and you do not have to stress with big deposits or big access to big credit monies. And that's what I think is the take home. There's the convenience.
All right. Thank you so much, Winfred. Like you have heard from her, Tawaza Digital Varieties is using FinTech to support women and youth in business. This has been day 38 of the annual 4 Days for FinTechs initiative, season 5. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.